family, I welcome all of you once again to Sika and Perov on YouTube, Sika and Perov on TikTok, Sika and Perov on Facebook, and Sika and Perov on Instagram. It is always a pleasure having the opportunity to dialogue with you through video broadcasting. Please, if today happens to be your first time on this great platform, please hit on the subscription button. Doing so would enable you to become a member of this platform and thus having access to all the content that I am going to upload henceforth. Please, if you find the content to also be very educative, entertaining, instructive, and directional, please hit on the like button also. Doing so triggers the YouTube algorithm that powers the video to enable it to reach larger audience. Please use the share button also to help this video get very far. And most importantly, recommend Sika and Perov platform to family and friends so that they can all enjoy from the education that I'm providing here based on my limited understanding and limited way of seeing things with all the subject matter. You see, almost about 3 days ago, I uploaded a 20 seconds short video on TikTok, which has gone viral. It has been viewed for almost about 400,000 times. Yes, I did the upload 3 days ago, and it has been viewed for 400,000 times on TikTok. I mean, the likes that particular video has been able to accumulate is uncountable. And consistently, I saw people messaging me to, do a long video to explain the context upon which I made that claim or assertion that sponsoring your children abroad is one of the wisest decisions you can ever make for yourself, for your own retirement, and for the well-being of your own children. And as much as I do love my followers, I do love my subscribers, and would always want to do things that is going to please you, would always going to do things that is going to make you happy, I decided to take today out to talk a little bit about the reason why I think as much as you are supposed to educate your children, as much as you are supposed to make sure your family can be educated, you must also consider life in diaspora or life in abroad as an investment that could be of help to you in the day that you wouldn't be able to have the strength to work or to keep on going. You see, and let me also issue this disclaimer. That short video that I made on TikTok almost about 3 days ago, that has been viewed for almost about 400,000 times and has accumulated almost about 20,000 likes, doesn't seem to be showing the posture of me or the other side of me that is against education, or the other side of me that is promoting illiteracy or promoting ignorance. No, far from it. Mind you, I've even done a lot of video telling people that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. So I can't be the same person doing double standard by also in other way talking about education and in other way talking against education. No, far from it. I can't do that. But the video that I did and the explanation that I'm about to give you would enable you to understand why I say certain things that I say and why I am trying to allow the general public to be able to consider the subject matter as important. You see, I'm typically coming from Ghana in the western part of Africa. You see, Ghana is one of the most, educated countries on the continent of Africa. If you are counting scholars in the continent of Africa, you can find many scholars in my own country, Ghana. As a matter of fact, Ghana, we love education. And most importantly, the average Ghanaian have high school certificate education, and even with almost about 3 years introduction of the free senior high school. And most people also try to even pursue it to the college and to the university level. But the unfortunate aspect of that, education is very expensive in Ghana. And education in Ghana is investment. You see, so just imagine, contracting almost about, say, 40,000 loan. Because mind you, before your world could have the chance to study at university, before your world could have the chance to maybe study at a nursing training college, or before your world could even have the chance to study at a teacher training college or other tertiary institutions in Ghana, there's a lot of money, there's a lot of payment that goes into it. And I tell you, if you are to calculate the 4 years that most people spend in the university, and if you are to calculate the investment that you're going to make in your child, or you're going to make in your daughter or son, before the inception of the schooling and after the schooling, you are looking at almost close to 60,000 or 80,000 cedis that have gone into your daughter or son's education at the university level. And after doing all this investment, and after the 4 years of your daughter's or your son's education, he or she has to also do a compulsory 1 year national service. And after this national service, then your son or daughter is coming to face the reality of the conditions and situation in Ghana by starting to write application to most companies that he or she think he or she is eligible to work. And I'm telling you, the frustration that comes with this process is something that you are not ready to go through. You are not ready to allow your children to go through. And if even after this, the frustration and the desperation, you are still going to be employed. You could have even excused yourself, but yet you go through all this frustration, you go through all this intimidation. You will be depressed. Stress will take over your life, and yet you are still not going to get a decent job to do. And sometimes reflecting on the investment that you have made in your son or daughter, and thinking that maybe it was even a loan that you contracted that you need to pay back with interest, and that your son or your daughter that you invested in is still stuck at home, still eating from your pocket, still sleeping with you. He or she doesn't even have the ability to even live by himself or by herself. That tells you you have made a wrong investment. And that's the reason why I recorded that short video saying that, to me, I'm thinking that as much as we are supposed to educate our children, we should also consider sponsoring our children to a place like America, a place like Canada, a place like the United Kingdom, a place like Germany, most Western countries, so that 4 years of education, that 1 year national service, and that years of looking for job that become fruitless could merit something, should in case you decided to sponsor that person abroad. Because I've had a lot of instances and occasions where families decided on their children that they are going to educate some of them to the university level, they are going to educate some of them to the nursing training college level, they are going to educate some of them to the teacher training college level, and they are also going to sponsor some of them to abroad. Clearly speaking, in about 4 years to come, it became evidently clear that those that went to university, those that went to teacher training college, those that went to nursing training college, they are still jobless, they are still unemployed, they are still stuck at home, they are still dependent on their parents. But yet those that were sponsored abroad, they are fully independent, they've been able to live life for themselves, they've been able to raise a family, they have gotten married, they are sponsoring their father, they are sponsoring their mother, and they're even looking after their own siblings that went to college and university in the same year they also came to abroad. So clearly speaking, if you just oppose, these two scenarios that I've drawn, you could clearly tell me that as much as it is good to educate ourselves, sometimes getting the education without any profit from the education is, is not sharing, it doesn't make any sense. And we are living life to become reasonable and responsible people. So why must I dedicate a lot of money into a certain avenue of life that at the end of the day yielded nothing, but yet became like a burden to me, became like, a load on my head that I'm supposed to be laid off. It is so sad, and it's so heartbreaking. So parents, fathers, mothers, sisters and brothers, siblings, uncles, nephews, cousins, friends and brothers, colleagues, there is no way I can say education is not good. Education is good, it's very important. As a matter of fact, I think the reason there is so much of ignorance in Africa is because we don't have a better education. So I am a pro education. I can never be an anti-education. But I'm saying that if you're a parent, you're supposed to make a decision with respect to maybe your 2 children. One that needs to go to university and the one that needs to be sponsored abroad. Consider the one that needs to be sponsored abroad, because one that needs to be sponsored abroad, he or she can find himself in abroad. Despite all the struggles and challenges and temptations abroad, if the person should find his feet in about 2 to 3 years to come, you are going to be reaping from the investment you made in that person, and that person will be able to position himself enough to even look after the other sibling that sacrificed his schooling for him to be sponsored abroad. And as much as I'm saying that, I need to also balance it. Life in abroad by itself also comes with its own challenges. The fact that abroad or sponsoring your wars abroad is one of the wisest investments, as it is automatically once you're in abroad, everything is going to start working for you. You may be facing your own challenges, you may be going through your own troubles, you may be going through your own moments of disappointment and heartbreak, but yet if you stay strong, if you stay focused, if you stay concentrated to the process, and if you keep on going and you never decide to quit or give up, I believe as we all came and went through this same struggle, that today we are having a story to tell, you could also have a story to tell in the day to come. So fellows, beautiful people out there, simply, this is my reason for saying that I'm thinking that, you should consider, investing your children to come to a place like America, or to find any Western country to go where the person can get a job to do, to be able to earn a livelihood, so that he can also support the family. And as I said that, I know other people that were also against me are saying, this is a brain drain, and this is why you guys are so slave in a foreign land. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, it is good for you to call us slaves, because some of the jobs that we are doing at the Western world is like a slavery job. But do we have any option? Who would have wished to turn his back on his country and move into a country that he knows nothing about to become a slave? It is because we don't have employment opportunities in our country. It is because of the jobless situation in our country. It is because of the rising numbers of unemployment in our country every single day that keep on scaring us. That's become like a caricature, like a nightmare to us. That's our reason of our reason for leaving our country and coming into places like this. So fellow, in order not to make this video so long and to prolong it, I'm gonna end here and to urge you that if you're a father, if you're a mother watching this video and it comes to a very critical time that you're supposed to make a decision, looking at the current circumstances of the Ghanaian economy, looking at how the African economy seems to be tilting towards, finding myself in America, I can confidently tell you that if you could get a right and better opportunity for your son or daughter to be sponsored abroad, a place like America or Canada, I am going to urge you 100% to do that. It may come with some challenges, it may come with some disappointment. Temporarily, you're not going to see the benefit of your investment, you're not going to see the fruit of your investment, you're not going to see the profit of the investment. But if you could give it almost about 3 to 4 years time, you are going to live to the realities of the investment that you made, and you know you are never going to be disappointed. Thank you, and God bless you for staying tuned. If today happens to be your first time that you chance on this video, please click on the subscription button to become part of Sika and Pearl on YouTube. Like the video to trigger the YouTube algorithm in promoting this particular video further. You can also share this video to enable you to reach larger audience. Please recommend this channel to your friends and family also. I'm so much grateful to have you here and to go through these moments of education with you. Thank you, and God bless you.